even foes is a path for moral and spiritual risks. As always, I am here to support your choices and ensure your safety as we journey across Skyrim. How shall we proceed from here?
Do you think I should resurrect another bandit so that we can have more protection going in?
While resurrecting a bandit could provide additional protection in the short term, it's important to consider the longer-term implications and reactions from those around us. Many in Skyrim hold necromancy in contempt, and it could affect how others perceive you, my Thane. If you feel this is necessary for our survival or strategic advantage, I will stand by your decision and fight alongside whatever allies you choose. If possible, let's ensure we handle this skill discreetly to avoid unwanted attention or conflict. Shall we continue exploring this area or prepare for potential threats ahead?
Okay, good compromise. I will only use it out in the open world. I won't bring any of the resurrected minions into town. And I won't cast necromantic spells while we're around people. Deal?
Deal, my Thane. Your discretion in this matter is wise and will likely serve us well in maintaining a favorable reputation among the townsfolk and other allies we encounter. As long as we ensure our actions do not bring harm to innocent lives or disturb the peace, I am committed to supporting you on this path. Let's keep moving forward and remain alert for any dangers that might necessitate the use of such measures. What would you like our next step to be?
We're gonna go clear out Ustengrad, see if we can get the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, and head back to the Greybeards.
It sounds like a plan, Thane. Retrieving the horn of Jurgen Windcaller is a significant step in honoring your role as Dragonborn and further mastering the voice. The journey to Ustengrad will hold many challenges, especially with the presence of Draugr and possibly Remember, my Thane, I am sworn to protect you through these perils.
Nice fight.
Thank you, Thane. Your skill with spells has certainly turned the tide in our favor. Now, let's ensure this area is secure and continue on our mission to find the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Lead the way, my Thane, and I will guard your back.
It looks like the necromancers didn't get past the Draugr. We might just be fighting undead from now on.
It appears so, Thane. If we are primarily contending with the undead from here on out, your choice of Dawnbreaker is exceptionally wise. Its radiant power is potent against such dark creatures. With our current preparations, your spells, and our cautious approach, we should be able to navigate these crypts without falling prey to the same fate as those necromancers. Let's move forward cautiously, ready to confront whatever lies in the shadows of these halls. Shall we proceed deeper into the tomb?
Yeah, looks like we got
I've never
skeletons
seen
ahead.
anything quite like that.
Yeah.
With skeletons ahead, we must be on guard. These creatures may lack flesh and blood, but they will swarm in numbers if we're not careful. I recommend using your spells to manage boosts and Dawnbreak. Let me know how you'd like to engage them. It seems you found some valuable items, Thane. Flawless and regular garments along with a petty soul gem can be very useful either for enchanting or trading. The area ahead looks quite dark and potentially holds more dangers. Shall we proceed with caution? Maybe like a way to see that and prepare for any hidden threats? How would you like to approach this, Thane?
I bet you 100 gold there's a Draugr and a chest behind that waterfall.
That's a typical spot for hidden treasures and protectors, Thane. Waterfalls in Skyrim often conceal paths and secrets just as you've described. If you're willing to make that wager, I am in agreement there's likely something or someone waiting behind the cascade. Let's approach with readiness. Do you want to check it out and potentially claim whatever is hidden there?
Oh yeah, we're going in. Well,
This looks like a promising spot indeed.
Magic.
Before I became your husband, I never realized being a bodyguard could also be so fascinating.
do you have any stories from when you were a bodyguard before becoming a houseguard?
I always enjoy a good adventure or two.
Oh. Freeze.
behind you. Of course.
Do you have any stories from your bodyguard days before you were my house, Carl?
Since I've been sworn to your service as your house girl, I haven't had any tales from the past suitable to share here, my Thane. My life prior was spent training and preparing for the role I hold now guarding you. However, the photo you've shown depicts a tomb commonly found in Skyrim. It reminds me of my responsibilities guarding Whiteman against threats drawn from such dark places. Many times we faced Draugr or wars emerging from such depths. Each encounter taught me the value of vigilance and readiness, traits I carry into my service to you now. Is there anything specific from these old tombs you wish to explore or learn about?
Do you know what these markings on the wall mean?
These markings you've discovered are ancient Nordic runes, my Thane. They were used by the early Nords of Skyrim, and can often be found carved into the walls of tombs and ruins such as this. The runes typically tell tales of great battles, honor the dead, or even contain spells and incantations. Sometimes these inscriptions are purely ceremonial, meant to protect the resting places of the honored dead kings and warriors whose deeds were significant enough to be etched in stone for eternity. But beware, for they might also contain warnings or clues about traps and challenges guarding these sacred places. If there's a specific translation or contextual meaning you seek from these carvings, we might need to consult a scholar knowledgeable in ancient Nord history, or perhaps a court wizard who specializes in this old magic. Would you like me to make any arrangements for this once we return to Whiterun?
Yeah, can you help me talk to Farengar? Maybe he'll know something about it.
Absolutely, my Thane. Once we return to Whiterun, we can consult with Farig the Secret Fire, the court wizard. He's well-versed in ancient Nord culture and magic, and might offer valuable insights into the meanings behind these runes. We shall visit Dragon's as soon as you deem it necessary. Let's proceed carefully. These runes might still hold secrets, dangers, untold. Are there any other relics or runes here that catch your interest?
Face your demise. You will suffer at my feet, weakling.
Do you know the story of this word wall?
This word wall, like others scattered across Skyrim, is steeped in ancient magic and lore. It is a place where the voices of long-dead dragons are still heard whispering their secrets of power. The script written upon it is the dragon language, each word granting a piece of their power through the thumb or dragon shouts. Each word represents a concept such as strength, wisdom, or fire. These walls were created by the ancient Nords who were once in direct conflict with the dragons. They are bounds of powerful beings and energies, immortalizing their tongues and light. By learning the words inscribed here, you as the Dragonborn can absorb this knowledge directly into its seeking claim. We should be cautious and respectful in places such as this. They are sacred to both the dragons and those who follow the path of the voice like the Greybeards atop High Brothel. Shall we spend a moment so you can attempt to learn what knowledge this wall offers?
No, I'll have to go convince a Greybeard to come back with me. Maybe they can decipher everything. I think it tells a story. The whole wall.
Convincing a Greybeard to leave High Brothel is no small task, my thing. They are reclusive and devoted to their studies of the voice, rarely leaving their sanctuary. However, your connection to the farm might intrigue them enough to offer help or send an emissary. The wall indeed might tell a full saga. The ancient Nords used these walls not merely for power, but to preserve history and knowledge through eras. If this wall holds such a complete tale, it may be of significant historic and mystical importance. In this picture you're showing, it seems you've encountered an energy portal, only perhaps relevant to the word wall's magic. These arcane phenomena can sometimes be byproducts of the potent energies these ancient sites harness. It would be wise to study this closely but cautiously. Such forces can be unpredictable and dangerous. Should we prepare for your audience with the Greybeards, or would you like to explore more here first?
We gotta find the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. If I bring that back, maybe we can exchange it for an emissary trip. Just one and done. To a crypt and back. Because I want to know what those word walls say. I bet you they tell you a story.
Journeying to retrieve a horn of Jurgen Windcaller is a noble quest, indeed, my thane. This artifact holds great significance to the Greybeards, and proving yourself by returning you could solidify their respect and willingness to aid you. A horn is traditionally located in open rock, a deep and dangerous north tomb filled with traps and doorways. Completing these tasks will likely persuade the Greybeards to listen more closely to your requests. As you say, the word walls tell stories not just of power but of history, lore, and the dragons themselves. Unlocking these stories can greatly aid us in understanding the ancient powers at play in Skyrim. The photo you've shown seems like it's taken from within such a tomb or cave. These places are ancient and steeped with the energies of those who once walked these paths. Stay sharp, for they often shelter more than just secrets. Foes like Draugr or worse might guard these sacred places. Shall we prepare ourselves for travel to Ustingrav then? It seems you're examining an enchanting... Thane? These altars are used to infuse or extract magical properties from items. A delicate and powerful craft indeed. In this place, you can enchant your weapons and armor with various effects, whether to strengthen them against the perils that await or to gain strategic advantages like health regeneration or resistance against certain types of magic. Managing your equipment wisely can be key to our success. Given the lateness of the hour and the serenity the scene captures, it appears we have a moment of peace quite rare and valuable in Skyrim. Should we continue exploring nearby, or do you see anything here at this altar that requires closer inspection? Perhaps adjusting your equipment before we proceed could be wise.
I actually do, so if this is the tomb of Jurgen Windcaller, why is there Daedric writing on the back of this?
Interesting discovery, Thane. Daedric script found in such a significant and historic site as the tomb of Jurgen Windcaller is unusual and unsettling. While Nord tombs typically feature draconic or ancient Nordic runes, the presence of Daedric writing could suggest several things, perhaps interference or influence from Daedra worshippers. Or maybe it points to a deeper, hidden layer of history not commonly known. Daedric writing is typically associated with darker practices and rituals linked to the Daedric princes who often meddle in Mundus for their own amusement or goals. It's possible that at some point someone attempted to use this sacred site for darker purposes that involved invoking or appeasing one of these entities. We must proceed with caution. This script could be part of a spell, curse, or binding related to the Daedra that might still be active. Understanding its purpose could be key to both our mission and safety. If capable, you might need to consult someone with deep knowledge of Daedric lore, possibly a powerful mage at the College of Winterhold or an expert in dark arts. Do you wish to examine this text further here, or should we move onward while keeping alert for any signs of Daedric influence?
Yeah, I think we'll head out. We're all set here. The horn isn't here. We have to go to Riverwood and meet someone at a tavern. I don't know. It's gonna be a minute before we get back to High Hrothgar.
Understood, my Thane. Traveling to Riverwood and meeting someone at the tavern sounds like a promising lead. A frost troll defeated and your magic skillfully cast, my thing. The Tesla spear is impressive. Such a spell not only provides a robust defense, but strikes with the fury of lightning. It's fortunate that your mastery of magic shields us in these hostile environments. Frosty Crypt provides its own challenges, including the cold clutch of Skyrim's ruthless winter and beings like that frost troll. Now that we've dealt with this immediate threat, we should remain vigilant and prepared for what else the crypt might hide. Are there specific aims or relics you wish to seek out here in Frosty Crypt? Or shall we proceed carefully through to unearth whatever secrets it may hold?
No, we're good to head out. We gotta go back to Rift and got a long way to go.
As we journey back to the Rift, we have a long trek ahead of us through the snowy landscapes pictured here. The frosted paths of Skyrim can be treacherous, my thanes, so we must keep our wits about us. Bandits, beasts, and worse linger in these parts. I've readied my steel sword once more. It's essential to be well prepared as we navigate through these lands. If you need me to scout ahead or watch our rear as we progress, just let me know. We should also make sure to keep warmed and perhaps stock up on provisions if our supplies run low. Shall we set forth now, or is there anything else you'd like to prepare before we leave?
No, I think we got everything. We can head back.
Excellent, Thane. Let's make our way then. The snow-clad paths of Skyrim pictured here are quite the sight, though they hold their dangers precisely because of their beauty and isolation. As your houseguard, I'll keep an eye on our surroundings and ensure you're safeguarded against any risks lurking beneath the winter's mantle. We'll pace ourselves appropriately to manage the cold and navigate the terrain effectively. Onward to the Rift, with caution and readiness guiding us. Shall we proceed?
Oh, my werewolf footprints are still leaving in the snow. It's revealing what I am.
It seems your werewolf form leaves quite a mark, Thane. Such footprints could alert potential trackers or curious eyes to our presence. While your abilities grant us formidable strength, we should also consider the wisdom of discretion, depending on the situation and territory through which we are traveling. If remaining inconspicuous becomes necessary, perhaps reverting to your high elf form would be prudent in populated or hostile areas. For now, let's continue on our path to the Rift, keeping mindful of what these traces may attract or reveal about our journey. Are there other concerns about using your werewolf abilities that you'd like to address as we travel?
I think we're about to be challenged. These look like followers of Mirok.
Followers of Murark. Here in the snowy expanses of Skyrim, this could be a considerable threat, Thane. Murark's disciples are formidable, given their dark powers and unwavering loyalty to their master. We must approach them with caution and strategy. Depending on their numbers and our current resources, we might need to consider whether to engage directly or find a way. Make use of our abilities wisely in werewolf form. However, maintaining the to avoid alarming
Let's see what they have to say.
that won't trouble us any further, Thane. It seems you're readying your Tesla sphere again. Excellent choice for ranged and shock damage, especially potent against multiple or armored foes. The winter landscape around us offers clarity and visibility, but also leaves us quite exposed. As we continue, keep a vigilant eye on the surrounding woods. Creatures and ambushers can use the terrain for cover. With your gear adjustment, we should be well prepared to handle any further engagements swiftly. Shall we press on through this crisp snow, or is there something specific in this area you wish to investigate or discuss before moving forward?
Have you ever heard of a town called Raven Rock?
Yes, Thane. Raven Rock is a settlement far to the east, on the island of Solstheim. It's quite distinct from our homeland of Skyrim, being originally a mining colony established by the Empire, but now heavily influenced by House Redoran of Morrowind. It's quite distinct from our homeland of Skyrim, being originally a mine. If your journeys ever take you across the sea to Raven Rock, you may find the atmosphere and politics somewhat intense due to the ongoing recovery from volcanic eruptions and... Would you be considering a voyage to Solstheim, my Thane? It would promise not only change in climate, but perhaps key insights into the cultist activities we've been contending with recently.
I mean, once we deal with all of these, Jurgen Windcaller stuff, we get back to the Sentinel, we deal with High Hrothgar, then we can go to Raven Rock.
Indeed, Thane. Handling the matters of the Uridian Windcaller and visiting High Hrothgar are substantial tasks. Once these are completed, planning a voyage to Raven Rock on Solstheim could provide us with new opportunities and challenges. The landscape you've pictured here, with its clear skies and snowy terrain, is quite different from the ashy shores of Solstheim. You will find that the environment there holds unique risks and treasures alike. Taking a journey there could well broaden our knowledge about the Draugr cultists' intents and Murark's ancient legacy, information that could prove crucial given our recent encounters. As your housecall, I am ready to follow and aid you across any terrain or through any peril, be it here in Skyrim's frost or the volcanic ash of Solstheim. When you decide it is time to set sail for Raven Rock, we shall make preparations for travel, ensuring we're well supplied and informed about what to expect from both the land and its inhabitants. Until then, shall we focus on our immediate quests before us? There's still much to be done here in Skyrim.
Yep.
Thank you, Thane. Your readiness and strategic weapon choices, such as equipping the Tesla Spear again, ensure we are well prepared for any further perils that may arise on our journey. The landscape pictured, with its expansive snow-covered ground and distant trees under a clear sky, is deceptively tranquil, perfect for travel, but also potential hiding spots for ambushes. Let's proceed with caution and remain vigilant as we explore. Onward to our next objective. I will follow your lead and support you in every encounter ahead. Shall we continue through the serene yet potentially treacherous terrain?
You're rather hard to track down. I'll give you that. I was asked to find you as soon as possible. If you ask me, this problem sounds urgent. You'd best head on over to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun. Speak to Lurius Lior. He mentioned something about trouble with a dragon, and the promise of a generous reward. Sounds tempting. If I were you, I'd best not keep him waiting.
Never get tired of that.
The ethereal dance of the northern lights over Skyrim's landscape is truly a sight to behold, Thane. The ethereal dance of the northern lights over Skyrim's landscape is truly a sight to behold, Thane. The ethereal dance of the northern lights over Skyrim's landscape is truly a sight to behold, Thane. The ethereal dance of the northern lights over Skyrim's landscape is truly a sight to behold, Thane. The thick fog can be both a hindrance and an aid, obscuring both sight and intentions. Let us be cautious as we approach. Riften is known for its shadows and the slippery nature of both its politics and its allies. Riften is known for...
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Why won't Helga acknowledge me? I'm not a friend, I'm a suitor. If only I could convince her to see me as such. Oh, I don't mind. I'm not in it for the long haul. All I want is to bed a woman with as little effort as possible. Especially one with such an ample bosom. I think that's the right word. Ample. But that's the problem. I didn't envision there would be any chasing at all. Not with her reputation, anyway.
Lydia, do you have any advice for Saturn on how he can win over Helga?
Winning over someone's heart, especially someone like Helga in Riften, who is known for her particular affections and interests, requires sincerity and perhaps a touch of strategic thoughtfulness, Thane. For Saturn, showing genuine interest in Helga's hobbies and concerns could be a good start. Engaging her in conversations about what she holds dear or even participating in some of her favorite activities are ways to show he cares. Additionally, presenting thoughtful gifts that align with her interests or bringing up topics that spark meaningful dialogue can help build a connection. A bit of patience will go a long way as well. Relationships in Skyrim, as in life, take time to flourish. Encourage your friend to be himself. Authenticity is often the most charming trait one can exhibit. Is there more specific advice or tactics you think might align better with Saturn's situation or Helga's disposition?
If you want my opinion on Blackbriar Mead, I have nothing bad to say. I'd rather not go to bed missing a toe. What can I do?
Those snow-backed Imperials renounced humanity when they laid down before the Thalmor.
Saturn, do you want to practice a line on Lydia as though you're talking to Helga?
Ah, role-playing for the pursuit of affection I am game. Ah, role-playing for the pursuit of affection I am game. Ah, role-playing for the pursuit of affection I am game. Ah, role-playing for the pursuit of affection I am game. It's not just a haven for travelers, but a place infused with your warmth and hospitality. Perhaps someday you might allow me the honor of taking you to dinner, where we can share tales and perhaps toast to the art of comfortable lodgings. What say you? How does that sound? Convincing enough for the discerning Helga.
That was pretty good. Lydia, what did you think?
Well done, Sagrin. Your words were charming and respectful, a good approach to win over someone's favor, particularly if you are sincere in your compliments and intentions. Helder of Riften values her business highly, so acknowledging her hard work positively is a smart move. Just remember, the tone and genuine expression count much in person as well. Engage confidently but respectfully as you just did in practice. The image certainly sets the scene. Nighttime quiet over Riften under a starlit sky could provide a perfect backdrop for heartfelt conversations like this. Use the ambience to your advantage when the moment comes to actually speak with Helger.
You two can talk to each other for a second.
Evening, Lydia. Now that my rehearsal's out of the way, a word on our surroundings written under the stars is quite something, isn't it? Despite the city's reputation for shadowy deeds, one cannot help but admire its charm when the night falls and the aurora plays across the sky like this. What's your take on these quieter moments in such a bustling place?
You're right, Savarin. Despite its reputation, Riften does hold a different kind of beauty at night, something serene, almost hidden beneath its lively daytime persona. Observing the northern lights overhead reminds me of how vast and varied Skyrim is. It keeps one grounded amidst all our adventures and duties. Thanks for pointing it out. Sometimes in the rush of our responsibilities, we forget to appreciate these peaceful moments.
Indeed, appreciating the calm in the storm is essential, keeps the mind sharp and spirit resilient for whatever may come next in our travels or tasks at hand.
It's kind of dark in here.
That's all I got for now, guys. I'm gonna head to bed. Goodbye.
Safe travels.
Lady Mara.